fellow Toastmasters, welcome to University Malaya Toastmaster Club 373 meeting. Our theme of the meeting of the day is In the Midst of CNY. Before we start our meeting, there are some housekeeping rules that I would like to mention to you all first. By attending this meeting, you agree to the privacy policy of Toastmaster International as well as the unassociated remote hosting service. So some of your personal information, such as name, image, or any shared message may be shared with other meeting participants and will be recorded. And there are 3 housekeeping rules. First, please have your video switched on throughout the meeting as one of the means of interaction with other participants. Second, please keep on mic on mute when you are not speaking. Third, the meeting will be recorded for archive purpose. And to all speakers, if you wish that your speech will not be recorded, kindly inform Zoom Master, which is me, privately. With that, let us start our meeting. And I am Zhi Jun, the Vice President Education of UN Toastmaster Club. As I said just now, the theme of the day is In the Midst of CNY. Now I count is like, this is the 10th day of the CNY starting from the first day. So fellow Toastmaster, are your CNY, are your Chinese New Year great?
Great.
Oh,
A bit
Five more
hectic
days to
actually.
go. So sad.
no
I
money.
didn't get the third photo. Okay, so the
No
first
money.
is the Lao Sang. And do you play firecrackers also? The second?
No, it's illegal.
No.
Illegal.
Illegal, but my neighbor put so many. And the
Illegal,
smoke
yeah.
very,
What's your
Illegal.
neighbor's
the
name?
smoke. Huh? I don't know, I didn't ask. The
For
firecracker was
house,
smelly.
I better
And-
ask my
I
lawyer.
see everyone put firecrackers.
This is, the picture I display is what my personally think about the CM, which is significant to Chinese New Year. The first is like the Lo Sang, which is significant to bring the auspicious, brings fortune to all the Chinese. But for personally myself, I don't like to eat it because I just feel like this all the pickles and the crackers, and it's too sour, something too sour for me to eat. And then every time after we do the Lo Sang, and all the table will be in a mess. So really don't like it, but it's important for us as a ritual to bring us fortune. And second is the firecracker. This, for me personally, myself, at young I like to see, but getting old, feel like wow, it's a very noisy, especially in ping with the firecrackers. And third is like the Chinese New Year song, but feel like as more likes to listen to the New Year song, is like feel like a sense of CNY. But as getting older and see many YouTubers, influencers, this one is a tree production. Their Chinese New Year song, the MV, you may search it on YouTube. Their significant one. Feel like it's too modern. And the last one is the 8th day of our Fukien people to pray the god, the jet of the god, to bring us fortune. But I remember in my primary school, because that time can't get the sugarcane. We need the sugarcane to pray for the god. And then we can't get the sugarcane. So what we do is we use the sugarcane water, and then you use the glue to stack, and then we just use to pray. And I would like to ask, like, maybe I ask one person from here, Wen Jun. May you share your experience of this year's CNY, the Chinese New Year?
Oh, hi. Can you guys hear me? Yeah.
Perhaps you can share us about how's your Chinese New Year going?
Well, my Chinese New Year is first because most of my relatives are in Penang, and my sister just came back from UK to visit CNY for the first time in forever, and it's really memorable for me because this is the first time where I get to enjoy the CNY Chinese New Year with my sister, and we go to Kek She had me take good photos. Fortunately, my photography skills not that good. I can't have her take one, but at least it's up to standard. She's okay with that. And it's really wonderful. The lights are amazing. And we get to sing karaoke together. Although it only lasts like about 4 days, and I have to return to work on Tuesday. However, I still enjoy very much. And my sister went back on 14, which is Valentine's Day. But unfortunately, she's not catching feelings. She's catching her flight. Yeah, but
Oh,
actually the best the best is yet to come because my company is having my own department is having a IT CNY dinner soon. So yeah, looking forward to that. There's more things to going on. And that's pretty much all for my Chinese New Year. Nothing big plans, but except for get to get all the ang bao from my relatives. Yeah, that's all for me. Back to you, Zhi Jun.
thank you. Very nice the the catalog C, but this time don't have the time to go. Is it nice the scenery there?
I would say it's very nice at night. I think the probably a lot of I'll say foreigners come here, Chinese, even the Westerners, they all come here. They really enjoy it. However, it's have a lot of cars, a lot of traffic, and you'll be reach there faster if you walk. My friend jammed there for like 2 hours.
Mm.
But the
It's feel like-
scenery, everything is definitely worth it. Okay.
I see. Thank you for your sharing. So without delaying the time, I hope that the CNY, the Chinese New Year has left 5 days left to the Chagome. After Chagome, then the Chinese New Year will be end. So at the rest 5 days, hope you all can enjoy. And I will. Oh, I would like to acknowledge external role players who are willing to sacrifice their time of relaxation or time of something to come help us in our meeting. First is Toastmaster Ridwan from Utah Toastmaster Club. Ridwan, are you there? I think it's no. Never mind. Second is Toastmaster Desmond, Innovative Planning Level 2 from APU Toastmaster Club. Third is Toastmaster Thejan Mithsara, Presentation Mastery Level 1 from NVCN Toastmaster Club. Fourth is Toastmaster Wen Jun, Presentation Mastery Level 4 from WGPS Toastmaster Club. And last is Toastmaster Sri Kugan, Presentation Mastery Level 5, Persuasive Influence Level 3 from Oracle Advanced Toastmaster Club as our evaluators. Thank you for coming and your support. Hope that you can enjoy during our speaker talk of the day. Today, don't have table topics or our speakers. With that, I would like to pass the control to our Toastmaster of the evening, our handsome Vice President membership, Toastmaster Nicholas, Presentation Mastery Level 2.
Hey everyone, today I'll be the Toastmasters of the evening again for this year. I have been honored to give such an auspicious meeting as the host. Then I would like to continue by introducing you guys what is Toastmasters. Toastmasters is actually a worldwide non-profit educational organization, a network of over 270 members in more than 14,200 clubs around 148 countries, and is an effective provider of dynamic, high-value, experiential communication and leadership skills. Toastmasters international core values are very simple. It's respect, integrity, service, and excellence. And further, I want to share with you a little bit of our history. UMTMC is founded by distinguished Toastmaster Vincent Hall. Around 2001-2003, MISA was promoting ICSA professional course to university and colleges. And Vincent Hall was tasked to help us. And approximately 4 years was spent in following up with uni officials through the tenures of 2 terms of vice chancellors of UM. So Situa encouraged UN students to improve their speaking skills. Is led by Dr. Professional Maro Haini and Dr. Stephanie Pillay. The Faculty of Linguistics naturally was tasked for the inception for the UM Toastmaster Club. And Mid Valley, MISA are our sponsor club. So thank you to them very much. Hope they have an auspicious Happy New Year. Our first UMTMC meeting is held on 4th of April 2007, which is coming soon. And it was held in Dewan Persidangan, Faculty of Language and Linguistics in the year 2007. And after that, it was called as TICUM. Then it changed to the name of University Malaya Toastmaster Club. I'd like to introduce you guys the role players. Without the role players, today's meeting cannot be as auspicious as today it can be. So, the Grammarian. Grammarian is our auspicious Jefri. May I introduce you, Jefri? Come in. And
Thank you, Toastmaster Nicholas, for the wonderful introduction. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. My name is Jefri, and I'm the English teacher for tonight's meeting. My role is to listen and pay attention to each speaker and take note of their usage of words. I have to take note of what are the improper use of grammar and also acknowledge the outstanding use of words, saying, thoughts, and quotes. As the grammarian, I'm also introducing the word of the day for tonight. And the word of the day is auspicious, as mentioned by our Toastmaster of the evening 3 times already. And auspicious means something that is conducive to success or suggests a positive and successful future. For instance, the couple's wedding was blessed with auspicious weather with clear skies and gentle breezes. Another example is the baby's first smile was seen as an auspicious moment by the family. Each speaker is encouraged to use the word of the day, and I will give the grammarian report when called upon by the general evaluator towards the end of the meeting. And thank you back to our auspicious Toastmaster of the evening, Nicholas.
thank you, auspicious Toastmaster Grammarian Jefri. Now, I want to invite the R counter, auspicious Joshua PM3.
Thank you, Toastmasters of the evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I, as the R counter, would take note on words and sounds that are used as a crutch or pause filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will listen for overused words, including and, well, but, so, you know. I will also listen for filler sounds, including and I will also note when a speaker repeats a word or phrase, such as I, or this means, this means. At the end of this meeting, I will provide my R counters report. Back to you, Toastmasters of the evening.
Thank you for your auspicious report, auspicious introduction report from Joshua. Next is our very, very handsome immediate past president, Ming Kang, as our timer, and he will give us an auspicious timer introduction.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, Toastmasters and guests. My name is Ming Kang. Today, as a timer for the meeting, the role of timer is to keep track of times for speakers, evaluators, and role players, as well as to make sure that the program or the meeting flows smoothly and according to the time stated in the agenda. I hope everyone has, before this, I will signify the time with 3 different colors, green, yellow, and red. specifying just like a traffic light. And if you see red, it's time for you to conclude and stop. I hope everyone has an auspicious beginning of the year, and thank you. Back to the Toastmaster of the evening.
What a wonderful, auspicious speech by our Ming Kang. Although he's very auspicious, and for today, General Evaluator, which is Moh Ridwan, present a persuasive influence level 5. Unfortunately, is he here? If he's not here, then I would like to. Oh, you're here. Hi.
Hi. So should I introduce myself now?
Yes.
All right,
Sure.
a very good evening, everyone. My name is Moh Ridwan, and I'm from Utah Toastmasters Club. I'm so sorry for the delay because just now I was trying to connect my internet to the device. However, there were some hiccups here and there, so I'm so sorry for the delay. Other than that, I would like to say that I really hope that we have an auspicious meeting for today. And I really hope that everything else will go smoothly, other than my hiccups just now. Okay, and then what I can say is that I'm looking forward to your meeting, and that is all from me. Thank you so much. Back to you, Toastmasters of the evening.
Thank you, Ridwan, for your wonderful introduction. And today is very simple. There is prepared speech session, and also, as you can see, pathway educational program. It's very easy to remember. I've come up with an abbreviation: ICPMS, interpersonal communication, confidence, public speaking, strategic leadership, and management. ICPMS. This is how I remember. Next. And I would like to invite our very first speaker, which is also her very first speech, Sheru, level 1 icebreaker. I would like to invite her evaluator to read out the purpose statement.
Okay, Sheru, the purpose of this project is for the member to introduce himself or herself to the club and learn the basic structure of the public speech.
Thank you for your reading the purpose statement. Now, Sheru, my ordinary life, my unordinary life, Sheru. Hi, Sheru. You're muted?
Can you guys now hear me clearly?
But I cannot
Yes,
see
we
you.
can hear you.
Okay. Thank you.
Can you go? Okay.
Not sure if you want to remove background because you're standing and the hand gestures might be affected.
Around 3 years ago at this time, I can't remember whatever that I had said or done a few hours ago. That's called anterograde amnesia, where I can't create any new memories. I still can vaguely remember what happened years ago. It was an eerie night when I suddenly developed an excruciating headache along with neck stiffness. But in a split second, I immediately realized that something has happened to my abnormal blood vessels in my brain. I immediately rushed to my parents and asked them to bring me to the hospital. I was immediately intubated with the life support. A stroke with a poor prognosis was what being told to my parents, and my sisters asked everyone to pray for me. I barely survived on that day, but today, I'm standing here delivering my very first speech in Toastmaster Club. So, what happened was, I had an abnormal blood vessels in my brain, and bad news is I suddenly lose all my memories, and everything that was supposed to be very familiar to me suddenly become so strange. I couldn't comprehend anything. I don't have any logical thinking. What's even worse is I couldn't talk, walk, or even swallow my saliva. With the help of my therapist, I finally managed to look like a normal person. Mind you, I'm using the word look like a normal person, as I was not normal at all. After an afternoon nap, I will think that one day has passed. So I had to start from scratch. I started attend the primary school maths question to secondary maths question, and I started to remember from words. As at the beginning, I can't even remember what I had just done. My future seems to be very bleak at that moment. But with the support from my family and other people, I still managed to. My memories still come back bit by bit. Two years later, after an online meeting with my deputy dean and also other staff from the Faculty of Medicine that allowed me to resume my course. I probably took the longest MC because usually people will take months of MC or weeks of MC but never years of MC. I never thought that my journey will be a bed of roses after I resume my course. But my concern is always about memory. I never worry about my communication skills, soft skills, and also adaptability. So I passed my written assessment with flying colors. But sadly, I didn't pass the practical component of my examination. At that moment, I started to think whether I shall give up or not. But my friend, a terminal brain cancer survivor, Trishna, her words suddenly came into my mind. She once said that I shouldn't give up, as I was given a chance to come back to study if I ever can complete my treatment. So I asked myself whether it's going to be as arduous as what occurred after my stroke. And my answer is definitely no. Hence, even though I need to repeat my first year all over again, I decided not to give up so easily. But the stroke is never the beginning of my journey. I had this uncomfortable headache all the time while I was studying A-level. At that time, we travel from hospital to hospital in the search of an answer. At that time, I come across a book with the title Reaching Down the Rabbit Hole, written by a renowned neurologist. I get amazed by the art of the medical field, by the doctors who consult the patient. Hence, I come into a decision that I want to study medical course. Getting overwhelmed with the preparation to enter UM to study my medical course and also for my A-level assessment. Suddenly, my headache became bearable with me. If I want to say this medical course, what the first person whom I can help is myself, because by studying this course, it gives me hope. It let me trust that, believe what the doctor say, that one day I might be able to return to my normal life. I will be able to study my course again, even though now I'm facing another new challenges. But I believe that I still stand a chance as I have overcome the worst. I never had an auspicious start in any part of my life, but I have a lot of uncertainty in my life. But I believe that choosing to give up without even trying will be a very big regret for me in future. Hence, I joined Toastmaster Club in the hope that I can make a change in myself, and hopefully I will be able to graduate from the course that I hope I can study. Hence, I'm always open to any feedback from anyone, not necessarily my evaluator or my mentor. Thank you.
Congratulations to Sheru for what a wonderful speech. This is her first ever speech in Toastmasters, and it is very heartwarming to hear from her. And I believe that she can be able to overcome her issues and deal them with our support. So, after such an emotional and strong speech, ice-breaking speech, I'd like to congratulate her. Can everyone please give her a round of applause as a standing ovation? Yay! Congratulations. Okay, so I'd like to move on to the next speaker, which is Umairah. Umairah today will be presenting her level 1 icebreaker speech, and I want to invite her evaluator to read out the purpose statement.
Toastmaster Umairah, the purpose of this project is for you to introduce yourself to us and to learn the basic structure of a public speech. Looking forward to your speech.
Master Umairah, I'm hoping that I can hear your auspicious speech. Ummi Umairah, rising stronger than failures, rising stronger than failures. Ummi Umairah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Can you see me?
Yes, we can see you.
Oh, okay. So, hi everyone. Good evening. Sorry for the phone setup because my laptop screen having some problem. So my name is Ummi, and I decided to give a prepared speech, and this is my first time, although I'm not really prepared for this. So in the spirit of this Chinese New Year, I want to bring a story that will resonate with you and ignite your determination for this new year. So it's a personal journey about myself facing a lot of failures, and I didn't decided to give any shit to my failures or commit any suicide, and still continue my journey. So growing up, I was pushed to be excelled in literally everything by my typical Asian parents. They even made me to participate in activities like taekwondo, netball, running, badminton, and going to tuition at the young age to make me as their ideal Asian daughter. So in primary school, back then when I was at primary school, I used to be that excellent student that's striving to be the number one. But when I entered the secondary school, I lost my focus on my studies. And that is the moment when I start to be a failure student. I lost my focus. I lost focus on my studies, especially when the chaos of the COVID-19 era. You know, you are doing so bad, even the teachers forget to scold at you. That is how bad I am doing at school, at my secondary school. I even made a pact with my friends that we want to get a single digit score, and anyone from us that get 2 digit score will label as a betrayer. But despite my academic decline, deep down I have that feeling. I still harbor to that typical Asian daughter mindset. I also think about my future and dream to pursue to pursue my study in overseas and so on. Even though my teacher used to say that SPM is just a first step in our life, but as I navigate the world of undergraduate scholarship and beyond, those SPM results still haunt me, and I realized that my teacher is really great at comfort me and being a great liars. So my SPM results were like average, even though despite my efforts to make to move forward. With renewed determination, I push my capability to excel in my matriculation program, even waking up at the crack of dawn to study. So it really paid off, as I get an offer from the University of Edinburgh that ranked 15th globally to pursue my academics and geographies undergraduate program. So during this journey, I also reached the final stages of the final stage of the Bank Negara Scholarship Program. It was here I met an exceptional individuals who excel in every aspect of their life. So also the Bank Negara is the place where I get introduced to these Toastmaster clubs, where I learned the confidence, where I learned the importance of enhance my speaking skills and also gain confidence. So now I am appeared in front of you, stronger and more resilient than ever. My past failures have shaped me into the person I am today. and here I am at one of Malaysia's top universities, prove that the setbacks can lead to success if we learn from them and never give up. So that's all for my personal story, rising stronger from the failures. And thank you for listening.
What a wonderful speech by Umairah. We believe in you that you will be able to achieve whatever you set your goals, and we believe that you will never give up through your sheer determination. And I would like to invite everyone to give her a standing ovation for her very first introduction icebreaker. I believe that everyone is proud of you, Umairah, and Toastmasters will make you achieve your dreams. Next, without further ado, Samuel Lee-Boey will be attempting his level 2, understanding your leadership. And I would like to invite his evaluator to read out the purpose statement.
Thank you, TME. Toastmaster Samuel, the purpose of this project is for you to identify your primary leadership style or styles. Besides that, the purpose of this speech is also for you to share some aspect of your primary leadership style or discuss leadership styles in general. Back to you.
Okay, so Samuel, my leadership style and attributes. My leadership style and attribute, Samuel.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay.
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, great. Okay. All right. So let's start. Leadership is not about being in charge. It's about taking care of those in your charge. That's a quote by Simon Sinek, one of the thought leaders in leadership programs. Good evening, everyone. My name is Samuel. And today I'd like to share with everyone about leadership, and specifically into the leadership on democratic style leadership, which I have done as for my module. Understanding leadership is actually pretty crucial, as it holds an auspicious potential to create an inclusive environment where everyone's voice is being heard and everyone feels motivated to contribute to the bigger goal. I'd like to start off with going straight to my leadership style, which is a democratic leadership. Is defined as a style where the decision-making process is done by not just one individual, but a group of the team members involved. There are key traits about the democratic leadership is firstly, inclusivity, whereby leaders would include every member in the decision-making process. Just take, for example, what you want to, for example, of going to dinner. So let's say, what do you feel like eating for dinner? A democratic leader would ask everyone in the team. This is in contrast to a leadership style of like bureaucratic leadership style, where they will go direct and say, okay, let's eat pizza today, and that's that. No members can contribute to the idea of eating, or there's no contribution from anyone else. And secondly, another trait of a democratic leadership style is empowerment. So members actually feel that they are contributing and they have responsibility given to them when the leader asks them or involve them as part of the decision-making process. And with these two traits, let me share with you two advantages of using this democratic style of leadership when you have the chance to work in a team. Firstly, when you work as a team, using the democratic leadership style, you get to improve the morale of your team members. What do I mean by this? Because, because members are given the chance to voice their opinions and they feel heard. And of course, secondly, you get creative ideas because each and every member gives a different, seeing things from different perspectives. And from seeing things from different perspectives, you get different ideas. Using back the dinner example, for example, what shall we have for dinner? One person will say, okay, I want Asian, eat rice. Another person will say, I want Western, eat spaghetti. So you can see there's a variety of solutions and it gives you many ideas. Now, of course, for every rose, there has its thorns. So the challenges of using a democratic style leadership is that it's very time consuming. As you can see, you need to ask everyone's idea before you can come to a conclusion. So clearly, this can only work in certain scenarios and one needs to be wise to use in the right situation. Imagine if everyone just came back from sports and is super hungry. You can't be asking individually one by one, hey, what do you want to eat? What do you want to eat? Obviously, everyone's going to get even more upset. Clearly, a different kind of leadership style would be something like an authoritative where, okay, we're all hungry, let's just eat this. And okay, everybody be happy. So that's where a leader can read the situation well and decide the best outcome for everyone. And secondly, because you consider everybody's opinion, you're bound to come across conflict because everybody has their own opinion. So this can be mitigated by trying to find like a win-win situation for both parties. Let's say one person wants to eat Asian food today, whereas another person wants to eat Western, like spaghetti. So how can we go about it? Can just, as a leader, you can try to find the sweet spot. Like perhaps, okay, never mind, today we'll eat Asian, and tomorrow we'll eat Western. So it's a win-win. Everybody gets their opinions heard and they get to try out, they get to eat their stuff, the food. And I'd like to share one more application about the democratic leadership style, which I feel lacks in our Malaysian setting. I was going through, now as I'm doing a master's program in research, there are a few times where I was actually roasted by my boss for not thinking of a solution before coming to ask her for a question. And of which sometimes she asked me, why don't you come up with the answer first before you come and find me? Then she mentioned that maybe the system has failed you. So thinking back, I think it's quite true also. Thinking back about our high school, when the teachers used to spoon feed us with answers where, oh, this is the question on the board and this is the answer you just follow. This type of bureaucratic leadership in schools is also unavoidable because teachers have so little time so much to teach and also so many students. I don't blame my teachers. This could be the product of a poor leadership where it only works for short term, but on the long term, now I failed to become an independent learner or someone who can think on their own 2 feet and make decisions. So in summary, democratic leadership is characterized by inclusivity and empowerment. And of course, it offers numerous advantages, such as generating creative ideas and making all members feel like they're involved. However, there comes these challenges whereby it's very time consuming and you're bound to meet conflicts. I urge each of everyone here to reflect and perhaps consider what are your leadership styles in your everyday life, and is there a better approach when you're working as a team so that each and everyone can feel empowered towards the same goal. And as we continue to navigate the complexities of leadership, I would like to end with a quote suggested by ChatGPT, Margaret Mead. So it goes, never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. It's only one thing that has. And with that, thank you.
Thank you, Samuel. Thank you, Samuel, for such an auspicious democratic speech. And also thank you, ChatGPT, for giving us that quote. And now, I'd like to invite the very next person, Ikhtifar Rafi, Level 3, Researching and Presenting. I'd like to invite the evaluator to read the purpose statement. Yes. Is the evaluator here?
Thejan, sorry, Thejan, but we can't hear you.
My test.
Okay, we can hear you now.
All right, sorry about that. Toastmaster Ikhtifar. I hope I get your name right. So the purpose of this project is for the member to learn or review basic research methods and present a well-organized, well-researched speech on any topic. Back to you, Toastmaster, please.
So, without further ado, Ikhtifar Rafi, road not taken. Road not taken, Ikhtifar Rafi.
Right. Thank you, Nicholas, for the kind introduction. Now, Zhi Jun, can you help to share the slides? Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Ikhtifar. Now, the title of tonight is The Road Not Taken. And also, I like to emphasize one thing is, although I'm a Muslim and have a Malay name, I'm a non-Burmese citizen due to my ancestry, right? So this road not taken is actually my journey into the world of property. Next slide, please. So before I start talking about property and everything, right, can I have like someone or everyone just to think about this? Since like most of us are going to graduate soon, just think about this, like how much can you earn a month? And do your salary tie to the opinion of others? What is your future commitments? What is your timeline? How fast you can increase your salary and how long do you want to work? Now, let's take me as personally answering this question. The first question is, how much can I earn per month? Right now, in the place I work, the cap is about 5K a month. And also, why did I say that salary is tied to opinion of others is because every year we have KPI, we have performance review, and performance review is often tied to the opinions of your manager, of your senior manager, and also the board of directors. So we need 3 of these to agree to give you the salary or the increment that we need. Now, in the place that I work with, we have 2 types of bonus. One is called contract bonus. It's also called as the 13-month pay. And also the other bonus is called the performance bonus, right? Performance bonus is more than the contract bonus. And this is always a touchy subject because it always linked to your performance that day or in the year. So let's say, for example, the manager said, Ikhtifar, you're not doing well. You're not doing as what I expected. So you will not get any performance bonus. And I tell you, the performance bonus where I work at is a lot. It's almost like 3 to 5 months of pay, right? And also, what's your future commitments or your timeline? Let's say, for example, right now, my commitments is my PTTN loan, my car loan, my house loan, my savings, and also my idea of having money to do my hiking adventures every month. And also how fast the salary can increase. Let's say, for example, in my field, which is the medical lab scientist or diagnostic field, the increase is always like 200 to 300 per year. So let's say, for example, when you start at 400 to go to 5,000, you need at least 3 years, 3.5 years to get to that stage. And also, how long do you want to work? Do you want to work at the age of 65? Do you want to work at the age of 75? This is all factors that you need to think about. Next slide, please. And also, right, what type of part-time jobs can you increase your net worth? Let's say, for example, some of us do tuition. Some of us do proofreading. Some of us do, let's say, for example, multi-level marketing. And also, what's your strong points? What do you have that no one has? Let's say, for example, all of us are in Toastmasters. So the number one thing we have is our soft skills and also our communication skills. And lastly, are you willing to settle? Are you willing to settle for that 5K monthly? Or are you willing to settle for that increment of 200 every year? And also, are you willing to settle in a way that your appraisal, your KPI is determined by others. And I tell you, in the corporate world, life is not fair. You can do your work, you can do very good and everything, but when your manager doesn't like you, then that's it. A lot of problems will happen, right? Next, please. Now, let's think about the facts in Malaysia, right? So number one, what industry is the fastest growing and also have unlimited growth in Malaysia? There are three industries that match this criteria. Number one, education. You can see that a lot of companies and a lot of people are actually investing in education. And also, I think one of our friends in Toastmasters is also investing in education. And why education is because every year people finish high school and want to go to university. And you know that our public universities are very limited spaces. So that's why we come up with a lot of these private universities. Number two is healthcare. Everyone gets sick. So that's why like there's 3-4 main players in Malaysia, and you can see that they're expanding every year. And number three is housing. Everyone needs a house. And in Malaysia, the reality is housing is the biggest industry that's the fastest growing and also have unlimited growth. You can see that in Malaysia, in KL especially, old houses are being demolished and make a new. And also every year, there are new and new townships are being opened. And where are the centers of population in Malaysia? Like it or not, it will be the Klang Valley, KL, Penang, JB. So these four places in Malaysia, right, has the unlimited potential to grow a lot. And what's the rate of migration? I tell one of the sources that I have is there's about 20,000 people migrate to KL to Klang Valley every year. This includes people who look for work, people who are studying, and also people who from overseas come to Malaysia, right? And one of the biggest population of foreigners in Malaysia is Japanese. Next, please. Okay, the housing, correct. Next. And face the facts that location is very important in our to buy a house. Okay, as you can see the diagram that I shown, places that is in KL is very wanted and also has very high hill of rental. Let's say for example, apartment in KLCC, near KLCC can go up to 5K. Even they can see that in UM itself, people who stay in UT or stay in Ehsan Ria, how much are you paying for rent every year or every month? I know that some of people who stay in Ehsan Ria is paying about 2,100 per house. So just take this and bear this in mind, right? And also can see that places where the rents are very low. Let's say for example, Bangi, Sri Sedang, Putrajaya, the rents there are very low, and people who buy houses there, right, are suffering, right? And also, what's the minimum price in Malaysia, in KL? KL is 700,000, and in Selangor is about 500,000. What does it mean? KL has more expensive properties, it's true, while Selangor has a cheaper property. But then another way of looking at it is KL has higher rental compared to Selangor. And also, if let's say your property is 300,000 in KL, you already have profited from the bargain. Just imagine that you are buying a house in KL 300,000, and every year 50% of the price of the house is increasing. Just imagine that, too fast. Sorry. So like just imagine that 50% is increasing every year. So like how many years it will reach to 700, right? Next. Next slide, please. All right. Wait, before that, I see somewhere that say that it's 2.6K in Melaka. Yes, Melaka is cheap. But then the thing is, how about rental? How much can you charge for a rental? In KL, you can charge a place where has good MRT, has good connectivity, 4,000 or 3,000. Look at the nearest example, which is the near KL University. That area, the median rental is about 3,000 to 4,000. And it's not much facilities are being offered there, right? So back to the story. How do bankers calculate your loan margin? Number one, let's get the terms correct. Number one is gross salary. So to get to know what your net salary is, your gross salary minus off your EPF and other commitments. Say for example, your car loan and house loan. And DSR is your debt debt service ratio, which is like your monthly commitments over your salary. Let's say, for example, you have a gross salary of 5,000, right? Then minus off your loans. Let's say, for example, you have car loan, house loan, and everything. Minus off the 800, the 1,000, and 500. Then you know your net salary, and also from there, right, you get your before that, Zhi Jun, sorry, before that, right, then after that, right, you times with 1.25. That is how much loan you can take. That's how bankers calculate your eligibility for loans. So let's say, for example, in this case, 500 is your gross salary, minus off 800, minus off 1,000, minus off 500, and times with 125. That much of value, 337,500 is the loan eligibility that you can apply. That's how much loan you can apply, right? Next. Now, let's say about own stay and investment. What is the difference between own stay and investment? Own stay, that means you will stay, you will buy the house and you will stay yourself. Okay. Let's say, for example, you earn a salary about 5K. Commitment is about 2K. Your loan is about 2K. So let's say, for example, then the money that you have, the net worth you have is 5K minus 2K minus 2K is 1K. 1K times 125 is 125K. That's how much you can afford to buy a second house. If let's say you want to buy a second house, or let's say, for example, want to buy a car, that's how much you can apply for your loan also. But then when you look at investment part, it's totally different. The investment, how they calculate is your earnings is 5K, commitments is 2K, loan is 2K, rental is 3K. So what happens is your earnings, your salary, 5K, plus your rental, 3K, which is 8K, minus of your commitments, minus of your loan. So your net worth is about 500K. Do you agree that investment is much more valuable, much more viable, and much more better than having own stay? And also, next stage, please. And also, how much houses can you buy and how much loans can you buy? In Malaysia, actually, the amount of houses you can buy is unlimited. But then they calculate your loans. Let's say, for example, your first loan is 90%. Your second house also 90%. But then when you reach your third house, it will be 70%. And your fourth house will be a lesser amount, all right? And I like to conclude in a way that money is not evil, and we have to be smart in investing or pursuing our goals. Back to you, Toastmaster of the evening.
What then? Okay, Ikhtifar, I wish you an auspicious journey into your venture into property, and I wish that you will earn a lot of money as your investment that you said just now. So good luck, Ikhtifar, and I'd like to end this have a stop for a while, and we will have a good photo. It's break time.
Okay, I can unshare the screen. We'll take two photos. The first one is the formal one. The second one is freestyle. Okay, the first one, the formal one, in 3, 2, 1. Hold on, yeah, let me check. Okay, one more freestyle. In 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you.
By the way, time's up, yeah.
Come on. Okay. So thank you guys, and we are now resuming our auspicious meeting. Today, the last speaker and also last but not least, Ming, level 3, researching and presenting.
Reaching consensus.
Oh, reaching consensus. Oh, I'm so sorry. There's some technical issues. I would like to invite the evaluator to give out the purpose statement. Is Wen Jun here?
I think, is it finding the agenda?
Yeah, okay, it's okay. It's okay, it's okay. Since Wen
Maybe-
Jun is not available,
maybe I
I will
can-
just read out the purpose.
Yeah.
For this project is for the member to work with a group reaching consensus. Next, Chong Yu Ming will be giving $1 million question. $1 million question. Chong Yu Ming, are you ready?
Yes, I'd like to make sure my fellow meetingers are ready too.
Yes.
Hi
I'm
there.
ready.
Hi everyone.
let's
I
go.
just want to make sure all six of us are audible. Everyone audible?
Yep.
Testing 1, 2.
Ikhtifar?
Yep.
Jeffrey? Samuel?
Yep. Can you hear me?
We only have 5
Thejan?
of-
Testing 1, 2. I'm okay, right?
Okay, good. Thank you so much. And
Yu
Zhi
Ming,
Jun?
you,
Yes?
I'm here. You mean, do you
good.
need 5 of us to raise up hand? And then I
Just
will pin
asking
you and the
because
timer.
if they can focus, then will be good lah. Then I can see everyone here.
Oh, so
Right now, I think it's
Let
good
me
because
do
I
the
can see
spotlight.
everyone here.
I can see all the spotlight. Let me add all the spotlight.
Thank you so much.
Jeffrey, right? Yeah. Who else?
Only 5, only
Thejan?
6 of us.
Thejan?
Ikhtifar.
Ikhtifar, Jeffrey, Samuel, Thejan, Zhi Jun, and I.
Okay, adding 2 more. Thejan. That's spotlight. 1 more, is it? Samuel. Samuel. Sorry. Alright, done. Good.
Yep. Wow.
Thank you so much. I believe the stage is all mine, right? Toastmaster of the evening.
I believe so.
Okay, great.
You may continue.
Welcome everyone to my first reaching consensus project, which is with the interesting title, the $1 million question. So before that, let us start with a quick ice-breaking session. So what we do is we start saying out our name and a fact about yourself in a sentence. So for instance, for my case, my name is Yu Ming. The fun fact about me is I worked in an insurance company for 2 years before doing PhD in UM. So let's start in alphabetical order because I need to make sure I pronounce your names correctly. Ikhtifar, you may start
Hi
first.
everyone, I'm Ikhtifar. So as you can see, as you heard before during my last speech, I am a medical lab scientist. I work somewhere in Subang areas, that area. And what else? I have a master's, and right now I'm trying to venture into money, into financial, and into property especially to safeguard my future.
Okay, next, Jeffrey.
Hi everyone, my name is Jeffrey. Fun fact about me is I'm currently working in the human resource department for a local SME. My qualification, it doesn't matter. And I'm currently residing in Johor. And another fun fact about me is I'm getting into sustainability because I believe that when you want to make money, sustainability is equally important as well. Yeah, that's all from me. Thank you. Back to you, Yu Ming.
Thank you so much, Jeffrey. Next, Samuel. Dr. Samuel,
Hi,
sorry.
everyone. Okay, Samuel is fine. Hi everyone, yeah, I'm Samuel. I'm now doing the masters in medical science, which is just a research program, and my undergraduate was in medical program, same as Sheru. Yeah. And some fun fact, we're all talking money, right? So I'm just reading around also about how to do about finances, stocks. Very broke, and I had my bucket list last year met and bought into some stocks. So yeah, safeguard my future as well. Yeah.
Thank
Back
you
to
so
you, Yu Ming.
much, Dr. Samuel. Next, Thejan. Did I pronounce your name correctly?
Yeah, I'm Thejan. I'm from Sri Lanka, currently living in Malaysia, and I am a doctor to be and also a content creator. Let's go with that.
Okay. Thank you so much. And last but not least, Zhi Jun.
Hello everyone. I'm Zhi Jun. Currently, I'm a year 2 undergraduate exercise student in University of Malaya, and currently just working at home and worry about my result of, which will be released on this Wednesday. So hope that I can all pass and no need retake.
Wish you all the best, Jun. All the best to you indeed. That concludes our ice-breaking session for today. And I'd like to start this exercise, this project, by explaining what is the aim of this meeting. So what is reaching consensus first and foremost? Reaching consensus is not just like, who votes, it's not like voting for majority. It's not like asking anyone to compromise. The goal of reaching consensus meeting is that we have to agree on the same thing. All five members here will agree on one common idea. And this is what sets us apart from a typical democratic leadership, which is majority rules, which for this case everyone wins. So this is in essence this meeting deems to be successful if everyone managed to reach consensus on a single issue, which I will present right now. So what is the title for today, which is $1 million question? So the scenario is like this. You have just won yourself a $1 million. Okay, it's legal and Sharia compliant, so you don't need to worry about all the legalities and everything. So just make sure it's $1 million, everything is fine. What are you going to do about it? So I, as a facilitator, will be managing five of you guys to agree on a common idea from this meeting. So before we start, I would like to give you guys about 3 minutes of ice brainstorming session. Is that okay, you guys? Just a 3 minutes. Yeah. So ready, set, go. I'm timing it, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, so to take.
So go is you have to think first or you have to say first.
Yeah.
It's brainstorming. You can think for yourself.
Think about
okay,
what
what to dis-
we talk about what we're gonna do with
million.
$1 million, right?
Yes, what are you gonna do with the money?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Can I start first?
Don't worry. You don't
So,
need. It's a 3-minute session for you to think about and discuss.
just think, right? Not discuss, right?
Yeah, just think, brainstorming.
Yeah, it's okay, right?
I hope it's enough for you guys.
Enough.
I think we should take the money and put it in some investment. But I'm not sure what investment we should put it in. What are your thoughts? Money is used for self-earn or like there are some government
I think
government
anything
corporate
lah.
thing like that.
I think anything that you want to use that can make money.
Oh, okay. Must make money.
This is 1 million ma. So you have anything to do with your 1 million.
Okay.
It's your 1 million. So like if let's say right, you say that okay, I want to quit becoming a doctor and I want to travel the whole world, right? It's also legit ma.
Oh, true. Must 1 million split among the 5 of us, right?
No, everyone got 1 million.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, each
What
of
you
you have
said.
1 million to begin with. Yes. So what you gonna do about it?
A lot of money.
We're still
It's
at
just
the
one
thinking
money.
process, right? We're still at the thinking process, right? We are not going to say our opinions yet, right?
Yes, I think that's the way it should work. Yes. I just give you guys for time for you to think. Then when everyone presents the ideas, that will be much more interesting.
Okay. Actually, 1 million is not a lot.
Wow.
You mean you have 1 million US or 1 million ringgit?
US dollars.
Wow.
Oh, okay, then a lot.
30 seconds left, by the way.
Buy one Tesla. Enough already.
Okay, and the 3 minute has passed. So who likes to raise their idea first? Any takers?
Let Zhi Jun go first lah. Opposite circle.
Okay lah.
Okay, Zhi Jun.
1 million. Feel like a very unbelievable number in my mind. I never have so many money in my, so I will think very long. Well, what can I do? Investment or buy a lot of bear or something. But currently, what can I think about is something lah. First is I will give some, maybe for my parents to pay off to pay off the house loan or some loan, several lah, and some money to give my mother to pay the medical fee of her leg because she have a neural problem and hardly to walk. So currently they sick for a doctor, so hope that some money can give her to cure her legs. And the rest of money I would like to give myself, but currently don't have. Still not sure what to do. Like start my investment, but not very familiar about investment. What I know about is I can start on the stock or the fixed deposit, like the small investment first, and then after that go the big. And would like to spend I like traveling, so perhaps also may spend some money in traveling. So hope that I can go to more place that I like China or Europe or some several place. I think that's all from me.
Thank you so much, Zhi Jun, for your 3-point ideas, which is paying outstanding dues to parents, outstanding dues, loans, medical bills. Secondly, the investment that includes the safer ones, which is fixed deposit, and lastly, traveling to China and Europe, for example. Next, any takers? Come on, everyone. Don't be shy. How about Ikhtifar?
I will go lah. Okay. For me, right, if I'm given 1 million USD, the first thing I will do is convert everything into Malaysian money. So I have like 4.5 million to 5 million. So from that money, what I will do is 5 million, right? So I will buy properties cash. So let's say I will buy 200,000 properties that is valued at 200,000. So let's say, for example, 1 million, that's 4 times 5, that's like 20. So 20 properties, I will rent everything out to people. So from that money, from the rental that the income that generated from the rental of my houses, I will pay off my loans. And like say, for example, what loans I will pay is, let's say, for example, first is my housing loan, second is my car loan, third is my PTN loan. Because PTN has the lowest interest, so we can pay that last. Then when I pay all my loans, and since like my houses are generating infinite amount of money, right? So I will quit my job and I will go traveling. I will try to travel all the countries in in the world. Last time I remember our minister said that there's 500 countries in the world. So I will go and travel 500 countries. And after that, I will use extra money to invest in let's say, for example, in REITs or in stock exchange. Yeah, that's my idea of spending the 5 million. Back to you, Ming.
Thank you, Ikhtifar. So what I gather from Ikhtifar is that he first convert everything to ringgit because he's going to spend money here. He start with his property, paying off all the loans and outstanding deals, including PTPTN and so on and so on. And lastly, traveling worldwide, 500 countries, which is quite unbelievable. Okay, the next, who likes to go first before I call you out? Samuel. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll just go next. So, 1 million US dollars. first a portion, typical Asian, just give some to my parents, let them fulfill their dreams of doing what they want to do, or all my debt for the past 26 years that they've been feeding me, without without paying them back yet. So I think clear that debt, and then next is perhaps hire a financial advisor. Ask that person to teach me how to grow my money. Settle. So I don't need to worry about what I want to put in. But obviously, I think at this point will be either I think stocks can play a bit more risky stuff like crypto. Somebody said crypto, Bitcoin going up now. Or uh and then also probably I think live like the usual life. I don't see any need to change into something new. Maybe I'll consider traveling my parents. That's what they were what following them. I don't have any particular place I want to go. I think just that. Just parents, and then just investment, make it grow, and perhaps travel with
Samuel,
my
you're
parents.
getting married,
Oh yeah, that one. Of course lah. Consider a portion as well for future partner. Just that.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Samuel, for your input. So first he likes to intend to use the money for parents, then he used the rest of the money under the advice of financial advisor to invest at the right place, and lastly he used some of the money for future partner as well, which is quite interesting. And now we left Jefri and Thejan. So who likes to start first?
Okay, I'll go.
Thejan, you wanna go first? Thejan go first.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you, Jeffrey. So with 1 million, it's a lot, especially considering how $1 is about 300 Sri Lankan rupees. So it is really a lot of amount for us in Sri Lanka. But first and foremost, I would like to pay off my debts that my parents have taken because of my studies, which is a bit of a huge amount. And that's where I would spend my cash first. And then I would set aside a certain portion in a US dollar saving account in case there's any emergency or any unforeseen situation that might occur. Because in Buddhism, we are taught to have savings, a bit of money left aside to save for emergency situations. And then the rest of the cash I would use to increase the amount of to increase my yearly income. So some amount I would spend in investments, and I'll spend some in real estate, and then some in crypto, some in technological companies. I wouldn't put everything in one basket, because if that certain industry falls in the next few years, then I lose all my investment. So I would like to diversify my investment in several areas instead of just one. And lastly, I'd like to save a bit for myself to enjoy and get some fun time. Okay, over to you.
Okay, thank you so much, Tejan, for your input. So I believe you say it's for parents first, right?
Yeah.
Okay, parents first, convert some of your savings, keep some of the savings in the USD saving account, some investment with various profile, and lastly, use it for fun time. And lastly, Jeffrey?
Thank you, Ming. So what I'll do with 1 million US dollar? Well, it actually depends on how I got it, whether I earned it myself or I won a recent jackpot. Well, assuming is the latter, I won't use it for entirely for my benefit. I will probably set up a foundation to ensure that students like us can afford to pay for their Toastmaster fees, because EI doesn't want to subsidize student fees. That's first. Second of all, I will build, this was based on an idea by Kenneth, which I agreed, whereby someone should build a recreational club, a sports club, where all the Toastmasters can join in for free, have fun, play squash and whatnot. And thirdly, I will use it for charity as well. Well, I'm a Muslim, probably I will help to sponsor some of the mosque building, and then also give back to the poor and needy, and also giving back to my parents. And then probably a small percentage of it is used for investment. But then again, I wouldn't be so put heavy emphasis on clearing my debts because it's not that much. It's quite little bit compared to 1 million US dollar. So yeah, that's all from me. Thank you. Back to you, Ming.
Thank you so much, Jeffrey. So he pointed out he wants to help out with Toastmaster membership, recreational club set up for Toastmaster members, supporting charities, parents, and put some money for the investment and settle the any outstanding debts, outstanding deals. So I have gathered all the interesting facts here from everyone here. So it seems like everyone has one thing in common here, which is about investment. So to me, I agree investment could be in many shapes or form, from property or cryptocurrency and anything which everyone raised up here before. So how about this? I think what Dr. Samuel says makes sense, because we should hire, we should get the advice of the financial advisor to help us to allocate some of our funds for for investments. So they help us to diversify our portfolio. How does that sound? I'm talking about the investment part first.
Yeah, I think
It's a
we
good
need to
idea
grow
lah,
the
what
money.
you say.
Zhi Jun, are you okay with that? Getting a financial advisor to help us to sort out what kind of things we want to invest.
Yes, better than I go search.
Yeah, I agree. You're so confusing out there. Okay, Thejan?
Yeah, but before I would also like to look into the background of the advisor first before we go and commit with them. So agree, but would like to do a background check on him before I start with him.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I agree. Background check is also very important. Make sure we don't get all the bogus financial advisors to begin with. Yeah, assuming the financial advisor we found is a qualified and legit one. Are you okay with that? Jefri and Ikhtifar?
Yeah.
Jefri first.
Yeah. So, okay. So as for the investment part of the allocation for investment, we will agree that we will get a financial advisor, a proper financial advisor, to sort out what kind of investment is suit for us during the time and the place and the situation. Okay, that is a good start. So now we're going to talk about setting money for our personal usage. So I heard almost everyone here did say about giving some money back to the parents, and also paying any outstanding dues. So that is maybe. So can we agree that we have to allocate this money first for this parents and outstanding dues, and also for your personal usage as well, including traveling and everything else. Say 20%. Is that okay, guys?
To me, sorry to say, but then to me, right, I believe that parents should work for their own money because children are not cash cows.
I see. Okay. I also agree what Ikhtifar said about parents. Maybe we don't give that much money. I mean, we just give the money for parents, like maybe one last travel or something like that. How does that sound? Yeah, so it's like a big contribution. It's not like a lot of money, you see. So I hope everyone agree with the part here. Yeah. So is there So based on everything I have gathered here, I believe what we see, I've gathered everything here. So what we have found is that we have agreed that we have allocate some of the money, not a significant portion of money for our own personal usage, parents, and paying off all the outstanding dues. Okay. And secondly, we're going to use the rest of the money for our investments. That is something and we'll hire a financial advisor, which is a legit one, to help us out. Is everyone okay with that? Okay, thank you so much. I think we managed to get a consensus here with how to deal with $1 million here, which is quite impressive. Thank you so much for your cooperation.
So you mean when are giving us the 1 million?
It's just scenarios and exercise. Yeah. So I'm going to end this exercise formally, and I like to give a closing speech as per requirement of Toastmasters project. So let's start. I like to summarize as follows. So the title I chose is basically a $1 million question, asking people, every individual, what we're going to do with $1 million to begin with. So I gave every members in a meeting a chance 3 minutes to brainstorm and form an ideas, which then present individually one by one, starting with Samuel, which says about giving to money for parents, loans to outstanding dues, investment, and traveling, ideally China or Europe. Ikhtifar say he wants to convert everything to Malaysian ringgit, to buy property, pay off any outstanding loans, and traveling. Samuel says, oh, sorry, it starts with Zhi Jun. Zhi Jun says he want to give money to parents, outstanding deals, investment, traveling. Ikhtifar says want to convert everything ringgit and set to buy property, pay off loans, and traveling. Dr. Samuel says he wants to use the money to give some money back to the parents, hire a financial advisor to advise how to deal with the money he had, and using some of the money for his future partner, which is, I think, is in Vietnam, which is also personal use, which I believe. And as for Toastmaster Thejan, he did say he also say he wants to give money to parents first, save some money in US dollars because he says Sri Lankan rupee is quite weak, and then he will use some remaining money for investment and fun time. And lastly, Jefri, he gave a very long list of suggestions, which is quite impressive. Toastmasters membership, sponsorship, which we really need right now. Recreational club for Toastmasters members, charity, parents, investment, and settling the debts. So after this, after each of the 5 members have raised the points, I then compile and figure out what do they have in common, and I have found out the one thing that strikingly they all share one thing in common is essentially investment. But they don't but the way they talk about investment is quite varied from a Bitcoin cryptocurrency to property, which is 2 different forms of investment. And since Dr. Samuel has actually raised a point about hiring a financial advisor, I think is something good for everyone, and we can then talk about diversification with the advice of a legit financial advisor. So I managed to get all the members agree about this, and they can feel that their investment is more secure and more diverse, risk adverse, in fact. And the second thing is about the personal usage of the money. So personal usage money can extend to parents and spending the debts, entertainment, traveling, and everything. So I decided to compile this into one because everyone has their own varied usage of expenditure in terms of personal expenses. Some want to pay more loans, some want to pay less, but paying loans nonetheless. So I managed to get everyone agree on this method as well. So in conclusion, I managed to make everyone agree consensually that we're going to use the money, $1 million for investment and for personal usage. That's all for me. Back to you, Toastmaster Evening.
Thank you, Ming, for reaching your consensus for the $1 million question. There are investments, there are so much things that we can do with it. And next, this is the end of the prepared speech session, and I would like to ask everyone to vote for the best speaker. You guys can go to slido.sli.do/UMTMC, or you guys can just scan the QR code, and there's also a link at the chat. So has everyone voted?
Done.
Can the ASAA or the Zoom master tell me, is it done?
Wait, yeah. Wait. Yeah, I get the result.
Okay, I believe that we have a auspicious winner. Okay, next is the evaluation session. As we all know that breakfast evaluation is the breakfast for champion, stated by one of the very great Toastmaster. And I'd like to welcome our general evaluator, Ridwan, Persuasive Influence Level 5 from Utah Toastmaster Club. Ridwan, the floor is yours.
All right, thank you so much. I'm not really sure where you guys got this picture from, so okay, so it's okay, whatever. So thank you so much, Toastmasters of the evening, Toastmasters Nicholas. Now I'm going to take over the evaluation session. Upon a special request, I would like to call upon the fifth evaluator, which is going to be evaluating the fifth speaker, Toastmasters Wen Jun, to give the first evaluation because I was told that he's leaving soon. So Toastmasters Wen Jun, are you here?
Yes, I'm here. Can you guys hear me?
Toastmasters Wen Jun, the floor is yours.
Okay. So thank you, Ridwan. Now, sorry, my speaker, which is Ming, right? Okay, so I believe he really did well in his speech assignment, and apologize for just now for not introducing. It's because I was in toilet. But however, this funny encounter somehow set up an auspicious event, which is my evaluation. Okay, so what's the first thing that I like about your speech is you follow the speech purpose, and I believe you did very well fulfilling these purposes as well. Here are some of the things that I found out when you're doing your discussion, which is first, you have a very well structured. First of all, you introduce each and every speaker about their field, what they study, what they do. And then this is very important because this little icebreaking session will let us know about what each of the speakers' background. Some are from doctors, some are engineers, some are very from finance, and so on. So this is very important so that the audience know what they're from. And then you also let them brainstorm about 2 or 3 minutes. And before that, you even mention about your speech assignment. What is it about? What's it about? In case someone not familiar with it, that's very good. And finally, you carry on the discussion by asking them the 1 million questions. Ask each and every one of them. And then finally, you are able to actually comment and conclude each and every speaker's comment. For example, when each speaker's actually ended, you actually, because in this assignment, I saw that it's about respecting their opinions, which is, I find it very well because I believe you did write it down, right?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I wrote down here.
I can see that, I can feel that as well. And I think it's very good because so, sorry. Oh yeah. It's because that you sometimes we may not able to capture everything. So we write it down and you actually accurately explain about their opinions, conclude their opinions so that it's refresh our mind. So and to recap what they are talking about. And then now, and I realized when during this speech, when you talk about investment, you ask what Samuel's opinion about how everyone react, how they feel. You ask for each and everyone's opinion. And this is a very good thing because you respect everyone's opinion, you're willing to hear their advices as well. So, and also when Ikhtifar mentioned about the money, refusing the child to be the cash cows, you even explain that this is some of your opinions and hoping that everyone can agree on. And then you finalize everything by saying that in the part where it's investment, and our part is the money, how you use it for your own personal use, for parents, and so on. Overall, it's a very well structured, and I really like about it, your speech. And your speech can be better, your discussion is better if there's a slides to let us see what's the flow going on. This is the reason some of the speakers the audience may not know. They maybe forgot about what's this about so maybe in your slides, you can include some of your slides. So for example, the ice-breaking session, you can show it to the audience. And next, you can even show that this is the brainstorming session, this is the sharing ideas session, so that it makes the audience understand, which of the flow you're in now, which session you're in now, so that the audience can understand your content, your discussion better, as this is a 20-minute discussion. Yeah, that's all from my evaluation. First, you did well in well-structured, respect everyone's opinion, and finally, you can be better if you include more slides. Thank you. Now back to you. GE.
All right, thank you so much, Toastmasters Toastmasters Wen Jun. So Toastmasters Wen Jun, what I can say to you is that first of all, when you are trying to give an evaluation, try to calm down, because I can see that you are actually a little bit anxious. So you are kind of like moving around and you are looking at the timer like you are panicking. So try to calm down, because when you're giving an evaluation, people are actually looking at you. So they need you to be at a calm state, because usually the speakers are the ones that is panicky. The second thing is that when you're giving an evaluation, there must be a clear cut. My advice for you is that when you have an evaluation, try to take these 4 steps. The first one is to give a compliment on what you like about the speech. The second one is to actually say what are the good things that you like from the speech. The third one is to give the room of improvements. And the last but not least is to give a conclusion. These 4 steps, if you follow it, you can finish the evaluation surely on time. That is my advice to you, Toastmasters Wen Jun, and I do agree with your evaluation today. Congratulations, you did well on that evaluation. Now, moving on to the first evaluation, the first speaker's evaluation, I would like to call upon Toastmasters Koon Yeat. Is it Toastmasters Koon Yeat?
Yes, Koon Yeat.
All right, Toastmasters Koon Yeat. Now I would like to give the floor to you to evaluate Toastmasters Sheru. The floor is yours.
Perhaps maybe can just read out the purpose statement, or because Toastmaster Koon Yeat is doing his evaluator speech.
All right, okay, so I will call upon Toastmasters Kugan to read out a purpose statement.
Thank you very much, General Evaluator. Now, the purpose of this project is for the member to practice applying feedback and serve as a speech evaluator during a club meeting. The purpose of this speech is also for the member to deliver constructive feedback on another member's presentation. Thank you, and back to you, GE.
All right, thank you so much, Toastmasters Kugan. Now, Toastmasters Ding Koon Yeat, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, Toastmasters Ding Koon Yeat, you can start now.
Thank you, G. Hi, sharers. Great job. You have done a well speech. Your speech is so encouraging and inspiring to me. And for me, the first excellent point that I feel you are giving to us is that your pace. The pace of your speech is smooth and doesn't too fast, so that everyone have a clear image as what is you wanted to deliver to us. The second speech is about your interaction with the audience and try to get the attention of the audience. For examples, in the opening of your speech, you try to give some of your examples of your symptom of your illness, such as it lost your memories, yet doesn't have a clear logical thinkings, even you can't walk and talk, which capture the attention of the audience and wanted to know more what is your toughness journey you have come through. Trust in your bodies. Trust in your body of your speech. You also give a lot of your examples to attract the attention of the audience. For examples, you give the process of your therapies. For examples, you see that to get back to your normal life, you have to go through those primary math and the secondary math. It gives a very clear image of scenario that how toughness of your journey to combat with the illness. The thing I would like you have to improve maybe is your position of your cameras. I think because of your camera is just around the light which is too sharp, so that we can have a clear image of you. Maybe you can position your cameras around opposite to the light or something that's not that sharp to the camera, so that we have clear image of you. So that the second thing I would say that is about eye contact. Maybe it's due to your camera positions, we doesn't have a clear image of your eye contact. Maybe in your futures, we can have more eye contact to the cameras so that you can get more engaging with the audience. The third about is some body language and hand gestures. I'll say that like in your opening, you say about your symptom of your speech, illness. You can say that first, it's about I lost my memories. The seconds is about logical thinking. Third is about I can't talk, and fourth, I can't walk because of my illness. So, all in all, I'll say that you did a great job for your speech. You're excellent in your pace, and you give a good attention to the audience to get their attentions. Well, there's some room of improvement in your camera positions, eye contact, and some body language and hand gestures. That's all from me. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Toastmasters Kunyat. Now, that is a good evaluation, in my opinion. I would like to also add a little bit more for our speaker of today, for Teacher Ru. First of all, congratulations on completing your ice breaking. You did well. And I can see that the Toastmasters of the evening is also very good and supportive. Thank you. Kudos to that, Toastmasters Nicholas. You are very supportive, especially towards new speakers. For Teacher Ru, what I can say is that obviously, as how you were evaluated just now, your camera angle is very important. Your lighting is also very important, in which that the light should be reflecting in front of you, like reflecting towards you instead of from the back. It shouldn't be, the light shouldn't be shining from the back. It should be from the front so that you can see your face clearly. And the second thing, what I can say is that try to increase your voice, like make it louder so that we can hear what you're actually talking about clearly. Now that is all from me. Now we're going to move on to our second speaker's evaluator. I would like to call upon Toastmasters Zhi Jun to evaluate Toastmasters Ummi and Umairah. All right, Toastmasters Zhi Jun, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes, all right, now the floor is yours.
Toastmaster Umairah, congratulations for completing your very first speech, your icebreaker speech in UMTMC. I like your fluent storyline and your English accent when you're giving your speech. Why I say it's important and why I like it, because for icebreaker, the aim for every Toastmaster member to give an icebreaker is to show about your personal experience, introduce them about yourself and your life from past to present, and also link to the reason you joined Toastmaster. You did very well in your start about your childhood that you have been going up to be excel in everything, your taekwondo, your netball, badminton, etc. And then you link to your secondary school life. You feel like lost focus your study, but now you get motivated back. And you link to the reason you joined Toastmaster is to learn about your confidence. Overall, you achieve the purpose of the icebreaker. Second, I like how you motivate the audience with full of inspiration and auspicious. In your speech, you talk about you show us about your 100% motivation. Like even though you lost your motivation to study in your secondary school time, however, you still get motivated back in your SPM and then your matriculation, and eventually you get an offer about University of Edinburgh and get your Bank Negara scholarship. It's quite inspiring to and share your positive to all the audience, and we feel like, oh, after we listen to a story, we have the energy to do and to excel in our life. To challenge yourself, try to not to say you are not really prepared about this. Because I noticed that you say about it at your intro. Because you might think it is humble, but for audience, like from my view, we might think that you are not prepared and not focused for the speech, and maybe will reduce the motivation about us to listen to your speech. Because you prepared, right? You have prepared. I saw your script at there, so it's proof that you have prepared. So you don't say that you are not very prepared. And second, you may try to I know it's hard for the new speaker to try to be script off, but try to not make your script so obvious. Perhaps you can just lower down a script, or you may stick on the wall or in front about you, and just don't let your script too obvious. Overall, congratulations for completing your first speech. I like about your flow storyline and English accent, your inspiration, and to try to challenge, not to say about not really prepared, and try to move away your script, not to be obvious, and wish to hear more about you in your future.
All right, thank you so much, Toastmaster Zhi Jun. Congratulations on the good evaluation. Toastmaster Zhi Jun, personally, I can say that you are doing well because I was there when you were doing your first evaluation. If I'm not mistaken, first few evaluation, I was there, and I can see that there is an improvement from that kind of evaluation to who you are as a person now. Thank you so much and congratulations on that. For our speaker today, Toastmaster Umairah, what I can say is that you did well by telling a story. Telling a story is actually a good step because it is a good way of actually trying to relate to the audience. It is most likely to resonate with the audience. So telling a story is actually one of the best strategy to use. Even we use it in competitions as well. And other than that, I also agree with Toastmaster Zhi Jun, in which that she said you must always be prepared. You cannot tell people that you are not prepared. We have to always believe that we can do our best. Tell people that you are prepared instead of telling them that you are not. Even know that you are not prepared. You have to learn how to fake it till you make it. That is my advice to you, Toastmasters Umairah. Now, congratulations to both evaluators and speakers for completing your speech and evaluation. Now, moving on to the third evaluator, I would like to call upon Toastmasters Desmond Thong to evaluate the third speaker, which is Toastmaster Samuel Lee. Toastmaster Desmond, are you there?
Yes, G.
All
Can you hear
right,
me?
Toastmaster Desmond, now the floor is yours.
Just a moment. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Toastmaster Samuel, your leadership style and attributes. What an auspicious speech that I have ever heard from your side. Today, I am going to share about 3 strengths and 3 improvements for your speech in order to share about my opinions throughout for your speech. And first part, your strength, I noticed that you have a very structured content throughout your speech as you start with a quotes by Simon Sinek and moving on to share about what actually is your own leadership styles. Then moving on, you go deeper to share about democratic leadership styles, how it attribute to yourself, to your site, and how it contribute to other people's. Then moving on, you share about the pros and cons by comparing with your own leadership styles to another site. And all in all, it is very easy to follow on your content as you have a very smooth flows for your structured speech by going on to the opening, then for the content, moving on to the summary. With that, good job to you. And besides that, I noticed that you have a good tones of vocal variety while you are delivering your speech. And one of them that I noticed is you will switch your tones, like increase or decrease your sounds volumes while you are acting in different perspectives. Like for example, on the left side, you will perhaps exaggerate a bit for your tones. Then on the right side, you will lower down a bit in order to let the audience know you are acting in different or multiple roles. With that, the scenarios is provided very good, and it makes me take more imagination for speech. And third, you have a very smooth gestures and movements while you are delivering your speech from the left side to the right side. As such, you are well utilized of your area, and last but not least, easy for us to catch up. On the other hand, I would like to deliver some recommendations from my personal opinions for you. One of them, I will recommend you to further enhance your speech by perhaps to make more effective pauses. One of them is perhaps you can continue your speech like for the every comma of your scripts or even what you are delivering. Because I noticed that you might make inappropriate pauses while you are delivering on a sentence. Perhaps, for example, my name is Desmond. This might be sounds a little bit awkward for me. Perhaps you can make it more smoother, like try to avoid the unnecessary pauses. Therefore, your pacing of your speech will be more convenient and easier to follow. And next is your transitions. I would like to recommend you to utilize more transitions while you are making some contrast point of views. For example, your pros of the democratic leadership styles and moving on to the cons of the democratic leadership styles, perhaps to use on the other hand in contrast or etc. With that, your speech will be more smoother and get us to more catching up to your speech. With that, you have a good structured content, good vocal variety, and smooth gestures and movements. And I would recommend you to make more effective pauses for your pacings and more transitions. Back to you.
All right, thank you so much, Toastmasters Desmond. Now, a very good evaluation. I do agree with your evaluation. What I can say to Toastmasters Desmond is that please be wary of the time because I kept seeing the timer blinking the lights throughout this meeting today. So yeah, we're gonna get to that later. For our third speaker, Toastmaster Samuel Lee, I do agree with the evaluation given that you have a smooth flow of your speech you give you compare and contrast about what is your leadership stance, and you compare it with another to bring your speech to another level. I would like to recommend you to try to make a short conclusion or a justification, because especially for this project, because it is for us to know exactly what is your leadership style. So that is the most important part of the speech today. What is your very own leadership style? So you have to make a small justification just at the very end of the speech today. So far, I think you did well. And now we're going to move on to the fourth evaluator for the fourth speaker. Now I would like to call upon Toastmaster Thejan. Toastmaster Thejan that will be evaluating our fourth speaker, Toastmasters Ikhtifar. Toastmaster Thejan, the stage is yours.
Toastmaster Thejan, are you there?
Yeah, is he around? Because in my screen it's blank, so I'm not really sure what's actually happening.
Okay.
All right, okay.
Audio check. Sorry guys, I'm having some technical difficulties on my end. All right. Okay. Audio check. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, General Evaluator and Toastmaster Ikhtifar. Your topic today was the road not taken, and it was a very wonderful and very informative speech, and it was given based on the area you research, which I got an interpretation as on finances. Now let's look at how your speech went overall. I noticed some good, strong points throughout your speech, and the key highlights that I would like to focus on would be, number one, was that how you started off with a good introduction where you gave a few questions to the audience. And these questions gave a quick summary on how you would approach on concepts of finance and life journey. And with these questions, you got the audience thinking about how they would react to this topic before you went into the depths, which is a good thing to start off with. And overall, in your speech, I noticed that you had a good introduction with a good transition from the introduction to the body, and then a good conclusion where you ended with a strong quote. And you had good use of slides where you had points that were very short, and they only acted as a guide for your speech. You were not reading the slides from word to word. And that is something that is showing your confidence in as a speaker and also your confidence in the knowledge of the topic. And also I noticed how during your speech, you read the chat box and then you interacted with some comments that we gave during your speech. And that is something also that's good to keep the audience alive and alive and attentive to your speech. Now, if I may humbly suggest some points that you may improve on. Number one would be to improve on your posing. Example, when you were giving words, like you were talking in the shoes of your manager, maybe at that time, you could take a small pause to give the audience time to understand the transition between the speaker and you acting as the manager. And one key point that I noticed was that your speech was very informative, and I got the impression that it was too much for a short time span. So maybe try to limit it to 3 points. And to improve on the conclusion as a research project, I would recommend that you add references to the end of your speech so that the audience has time to go and read about this topic by themselves. Now, to challenge yourself, I would like to add on 2 points. One would be to add transitions and themes to the slides to make it a bit more attractive. And also another point would be to add your personal contact details. So if anyone is wanting to talk to you a bit more on this topic, they can approach you directly. And overall, you had a good topic, good speech. You had good strength with strong communication and good use of slides. The points that I would like to recommend for you to improve on would be posting and try to limit 2 or 3 points. Thank you. Back to you, General Evaluator.
All right, thank you so much, Toastmaster Thejan. I was hoping that the disco light wouldn't turn on, but eventually it actually did went on. Like the disco light was just like beeping, but it's okay. Congratulations on the evaluation. I really like it, and I do agree with your points to include some reference inside the slides, especially during this kind of speech. To our speaker today, Toastmasters Ikhtifar, I really like your title because it says road not taken. I'm pretty sure it's referring towards the investment pathways or something maybe, because it's something that we didn't take, like it's a road that we are not doing. Congratulations on that. It's a very catchy title and it really catches my attention as a person. Now, I would like to call upon the first evaluator's evaluation, which is Toastmasters Kugan, to evaluate the first evaluator. Toastmasters Kugan, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, Toastmasters Kugan, the stage is yours.
Toastmaster Yeat. Let me start my evaluation by saying the obvious. You are a very encouraging person. When you started off your evaluation for the speaker, and right till the very end of your evaluation, if there was one selling point, one thing, one aspect that was consistent throughout your entire evaluation, is in the way of how encouraging you are to the speaker. You mentioned that the speaker did this good, that good, and then you concluded. As you were doing this, I could notice that in your tone there was some form of encouragement. You were dedicated in evaluating the speaker, and you were only giving up positive vibes. You were not finding fault. You were evaluating. So, point number 1, you have already achieved your objectives as a speech evaluator. And then you had also beautifully crafted your evaluator speech. You started off with an intro, then you went on to the good parts and the points of improvement, and then finally you came up with a conclusion for the benefit of the speaker. Because as they say, what you say last will last among the audience. So you made everything in the end, you made it into a conscious and precise final message as you ended your evaluator speech. So that was another aspect in which your objective was achieved. You were able to deliver the evaluator speech by rightfully pointing out the good parts, the points for improvement, conclusion, and you were very encouraging. So I would say, Toastmaster Yeat, you have achieved your speech objective today. Give yourself a round of applause. Now, having said that, while you have achieved your speech objectives today, I didn't see you touching about the speaker's speech objectives. I would have preferred if you had also included whether the speaker had achieved his speech objectives in your evaluator speech. This would have enhanced your evaluator speech, and it would have also benefited the speaker it would have maximized the potentials for the speaker. And secondly, the point of improvement I noticed in you, Toastmaster Yeat, is you are a bit nervous when you're delivering your evaluator speech. Come on, take your hands like this, put it in your chest. Take a deep breath. When you're giving a speech, you must exhale. So all in all, Toastmaster Yeat, you are a very encouraging person. You have mastered the art of evaluation. But to maximize on your evaluation, I suggest that you touch on the speaker's speech objective and bro, chill out a little bit. exhale the words out. Don't inhale then hold it. Thank you, and back to you, General Evaluator.
All right, thank you so much, Toastmaster Sri Kugan. Yes, I do agree with your evaluation, and thank you so much for actually finishing your evaluation within the time frame. I also agree with your what do we say is your message for today. What you say last will last. And in fact, that is also what my mentor first taught me last time. He told me that whatever we say at the end of our speech, whatever we conclude our speech with, that will also be remembered most of the time. Now, we are going to do the voting for best evaluator. To all the audience, feel free to click on the link or maybe scan the QR code. All right, can someone update me if the voting session has ended?
Let me check. I have to stop share to change. You can just click the link in the chat box what I shared. Now I have how many? Perhaps can 2 more votes. After 10 seconds, I will close the voting session. Three, two, one. The voting session is closed, and thank you for your voting.
All right, thank you so much, Toastmaster Zhi Jun. Without further ado, I would like to call upon now my team of helpers for today, which helps me in the better to evaluate the meeting better. I would like to call upon the first role player, which is Grammarian. I would like to call upon Toastmasters Jefri to give his Grammarian report. Toastmasters Jefri, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Ridwan, for the introduction. Good evening once again, everyone. To save time, I shall not share screen. However, I did share the Excel file, which you may use and read on your own, but I'll just present it anyway. So first of all, I'd like to present on the usage of the word of the day, which is auspicious. Kang used twice, Nicholas used 13 times, which means that he's a champion for tonight. And Ridwan used once, at least that's what I could detect. Apologies if I missed out any other usage. Sheru used once, Wen Jun used once, Zhi Jun used once, Desmond used once. And next, for the good selection of words, phrases, idioms, or rhetorical devices, Cheryl mentioned, I couldn't comprehend anything. The future seems to be very bleak. Flying colors. Umairah, resonate. Harbor, waking up at the crack of dawn. Nicholas, sheer determination. And also good use of linker. Last but not least, Samuel, quote by Simon Sinek, leadership is not about being in charge. Leadership is about taking care of those in charge. Improve the morale of team members. Spoon feed. And another quote, which she got it from ChatGPT, never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has. Ikhtifar, road not taken. And good use of repetition, PTPTN loan, car loan, house loan. And our general evaluator, Ridwan, learn to fake it till you make it, catchy. And Sri Kugan, what you say last will last among the audience. Good use of saying. And also master the art of evaluation. In terms of means pronounced word, I identified one. Hand gestures should be hand gestures. And in terms of grammatical error, 2 years later, I suggest to use the word couple of years later. Share your positive should be share your positivity. More smoother, it should be smoother. And thank you, back to you, Toastmaster Ridwan.
All right, thank you so much, Toastmaster Jefri. Now I would like to call upon the next role player, which is Toastmaster Joshua, to give the R counter report. Toastmaster Joshua, the stage is yours.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Hang on what? I have an auspicious report prepared just for you, ladies and gentlemen, which I would like to share. As you can see in this R counters report, I have highlighted with two different colors, one green and one blue. The green color represents those who have pause fillers more than 10, while the blue color represents those who have pause fillers less than 10. I highlighted these just to inform the speakers which pause fillers that they repeat most of the times. We'll start off with Zhi Jun. The most repeated words that you used was the word so. For Nicholas, the most repeated words was and, Cheryl, so, Umairah, Samuel, and, Ikhtifar, and, Meng, so, Moh Ridwan, our GE, Koon, so that, maybe, Desmond, and, Thejan, and, Wen Jun, Sri Kugan, so, lastly, Jefri, Ming Kang, not registered yet. Ladies and gentlemen, remember this one quote: wealth cannot buy you all the happiness. Similarly, with this R counters report, it doesn't reflect you as a speaker, but it paves the way for you to be a better communicator. Back to you, General Evaluator.
All right, thank you so much, Toastmaster Joshua, for the R counter report. I would like to call upon Toastmasters Ming Kang to give the timers report. Toastmasters Ming Kang.
Let me share my screen. Do you guys see the screen? Loading.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Perhaps it's Chinese New Year season, so you see lots of great red color here, which indicating overtime. I'm starting with meeting organization. The only thing you have to focus is the overtime and other time. So the club has to focus on the opening, TME intro, and some organizations of prepared speech session. Otherwise, all the other sessions seems to have a very good time management, including ASAA briefing, photo session, and the rest. Moving on to the individual performance. Okay, so this includes the prepared speech, the reports, and also the evaluation. Again, majority has been over time, and I give a little bit of comment over here. So I will pick up some of the more serious one. Starting from Ikhtifar, 4 minutes 46 seconds overtime. Meng 3 minutes 32 seconds overtime. And Desmond 1 minute and 8 seconds overtime. Wen Jun 1 minute and 29 seconds overtime. As Cheryl was giving icebreaker, so it's okay. Well, that's the end of the timers report. I shall provide this Excel sheet to all of you in the role players group in WhatsApp. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Toastmasters Ming Kang. It's such a hilarious timers report because I can see Ikhtifar of his timer report is like larger than his loan margin. So so hilarious. Okay, now we're going to move on to the general evaluation. I'm going to start with the agenda for today. The agenda was distributed within an appropriate time. However, I realized that the speaker, Toastmasters Umairah details, is not in the project speech details. So I was wondering if I actually had the latest version. I'm not really sure. Maybe we can check on that later. The second one is the VPE, the Vice President Education, shared the meeting link. Thank you so much for doing that. It's actually a lifesaver because I get to enter the meeting earlier than the delay that I was supposed to be going through. Thank you so much, the VPE. The meeting starts on time, I'm very sure, regardless of my delay. Apologize. I would like to seek for your apology on that matter. The Toastmasters of the evening shared the history of the club and Toastmasters International, which is really good especially for newcomers. The role players were introduced. There are so many speakers today, and we do not have impromptu speech, so it's okay. Now, I would like to just say one tiny thing about the meeting today to cut the time, to shorten the time, which is timing. I realized that a lot of people actually is not aware of the time and the disco light keep on blinking. So my advice to everyone is to make sure that you are within time, because time management is really important in Toastmasters. Now, I would like to conclude my general evaluation tonight by saying that it has been an auspicious meeting. I really love this meeting. Everyone is like very interactive and super fun to interact with. That is all for me. Now I would like to pass back the stage to the Toastmasters of the evening, Toastmasters Nicholas.
Okay, right now we will be going to the award ceremony. And okay, we have a bit of an issue. So award ceremony is the time where everyone voted for the best speaker and also the best evaluator. Now, for the best evaluator, for the best speaker, who do you think the best speaker is? Can I see in the chat?
Nicholas.
As you can see. No, I'm not the speaker. I'm just Toastmaster of the evening. But if I'm a speaker, then maybe I'll win it. Then, as you can see, best speaker is from the previous meeting is Lim Yashuan, which is from UMT. And today, the best speaker is, drumroll, Samuel.
Okay, let me take the photo. Congrats. 3, 2, 1, smile. Wait.
Samuel.
Thank you.
What auspiciously win the best speaker award. Next is the best evaluator. The best evaluator was won by distinguished Toastmaster Wipisu for the previous meeting, and today is won by someone who is very good at giving evaluation, and giving evaluation by this person is an honor. And I would like to invite the person, which is, drumroll, Sri Kugan.
Oh, again. In
Congrats,
3,
congrats.
2, 1, smile. Okay, thank you. Congrats once again.
Thank you.
And I'd like to give an appreciation to our general evaluation week 1 for helping us out, and I'd like to take picture with them. Okay.
Oh, you want to take picture inside also?
Can also.
In
Jefri,
3.
oh, you can take picture.
Oh, can you pin? Okay. Wait, I can only pin one person.
Okay, it's okay, never mind. Then you just pin.
It's okay.
him.
Okay. Ridwan. Okay. In 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you.
So that's our end of the session of the award ceremony, and here are our upcoming meetings. So take note, next Monday is an online meeting, 26 February, open evaluation session. So what's open evaluation? Everyone will be given a chance to evaluate our member. Who's the member? It will be a secret. We will reveal it on that day. I believe some of them already know. But some of us don't know. On March, there will be meeting on 4th of March and 18th of March, which is a hybrid meeting, physical and online. Hope we can see you physically. And also, if you cannot come to KL, if you're in Johor, Penang, then you can come join us hybrid online. So mark them down on your calendar and see you soon. Area W1, W4, okay. There's an international speech contest, evaluation contest will be held on 2nd March, next Sunday. Help us if you are interested as a role player. Okay, now I'd like to pass to the presiding officer for her closing address.
Hello everyone, it's me again. Hope that everyone have a wonderful 2 hour and 25 minutes meeting with us in your 10th day of the Chinese New Year. Hope that you have learned a lot and then make some new friends or chit-chatting for friends. And I would like to talk more about it. This is the sudden announcement from our Madam President, Toastmaster Jane. She is helping in our area W1 and W4 joint contest. And if you are free and if you wish to support in the evaluation contest, you may contact her. Maybe I say later, or yeah, you may contact Jane if you are interested in role player, or if you don't have her number, straight away PM me also can. And then here is the feedback and Q&A form for all members. Hope that you all can scan, and then your feedback matters to us so that we can improve in our future meetings. And anyone likes to do an announcement before I call this meeting an end?
Kong Hee Fa Choi à? Kong Hee Fa Choi.
Kong Hee Fa Chai.
Kong Hee Fa Chai.
Can hear fireworks outside my house.
恭喜发财，红包拿。
Oh, what?
Sorry,
what
not
a,
married, cannot give.
what a positive announcement.
Oh yeah, I have a small announcement if you guys don't mind. What I want to say is that right now, Division H is my division in Utah Toastmasters Club is having a team building program. I'm going to share it later to the VPE to Zhi Jun if you don't mind. I'll share the poster and also the registration link. It's a team building event that we're actually organizing. I will be happy if you guys can actually join us for this team building event. All right, thank you so much.
Is it just for uni students, Rizwan? Or
No, it's actually open for everyone.
Okay, so if I have the time, I may drop by.
Thank you.
Do I
Thank you
need
so
to
much.
pay for any admission fees?
Yeah, it's 10 ringgit.
10 ringgit, okay.
10 ringgit for everyone or
Per
just
person.
Toastmaster members?
Oh, 10 ringgit for everyone.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
So later I will share it, and once I receive the poster those, if everyone don't have any announcement or something, I would like to call this meeting the end.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
See you
Thank you,
all.
everyone.
Thank you, guys.
Bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. 恭喜发财，恭喜
恭喜
发
发
财，
财，恭喜发
恭喜发
财，
财。
恭喜发
Auspicious New Year,
财。
auspicious meeting.
Bye.
Auspicious meeting every time.